Hey, what's going on, everyone? So today I am gonna do an EDC update. I haven't done one in quite some time. Got a new house and everything, and just lots of stuff going on. I've been trying to put up some videos, but it's kind of hard to find time here recently. But I'm gonna get back in the swing of things. But before I get into the EDC update, I just want to show you guys also another update, and it's on my forge. I started blacksmithing. I'm probably three months into it now, I would say. Yeah, probably the beginning of the year. So we're coming up on starting our 4th month of doing blacksmith work. And you can skip past all this if you want to get to the EDC update. I figured I'd just also throw this in there. So here's the little forge I started on. I just made it. I did a video on how to make it and everything. Little coal fire forge. I tried to do it with a bellows. But that didn't work, so I used a hair dryer and it worked much better. And then I got a little air mattress pump from Coleman, but it just started deteriorating and everything, and I had to upgrade. And at the time, my garage was still full of stuff not put away, and I was just doing it right over there on the floor. But right now I got my brother, he's working on fixing up an old camper, got my old 69 Bronco. But this is my new forging area. It is greatly improved over that little forge, and then a crappy little Harbor Freight anvil that broke on me. I did a video on it breaking. And I got another Harbor Freight anvil, but this one is holding up very well for the price. I gotta say, for the price. You gotta work on it, and then you gotta dress the surface, and then work on it and dress the surface. But it does seem like the surface is getting, hammered down, and it's actually not denting nearly as easily on the main work surface where I spend the most time. So, still got a cheapo anvil, but I don't think this one's gonna take a lot more to break than that tiny little one. Got a little tool station over here, a little table I threw together in like 15 minutes with just scrap wood that was laying around. People have been donating me. My buddy put a lift kit on his Jeep, so he gave me the leaf springs and coil springs. A guy I work with replaced the leaf springs on his snowmobile, so that's those. And then I'm just acquiring, lawnmower blades, got some rebar, saw blade. A guy I work with gave me this old wood file, so that'll be something. But yeah, I'll throw up a video in case anyone's interested on making this forge. I mean, just looking at it, not pretty, but it will get hot, like white hot. It gets really hot. And the fire bricks, in case you're wondering, they're all busted up. I got a wood stove. And these are all the bricks that were in it. I bought it used. They're all broken up and everything. So I just figured kind of repurpose them to kind of reflect a little bit of heat, keep the fire contained. So that is why that looks so atrocious. And this is an old antique grill I got for 25 bucks. And I just threw the hood on it. You could take the hood off, but it just keeps the ash down. I know it's probably not the correct dimensions or shape or anything. It doesn't have an exhaust to it, but it just keeps the ash down for now. I definitely want to, redesign that and maybe run it to a duct to outside, maybe with an inline fan or something. And basically it's just little Coleman air pump for air mattresses. I put a little valve to control the air flow, and then it runs around, goes into some black pipe that goes to a flange up there, and then you can unscrew that cap and tap all the ash out that accumulates, and then clip that tray off and empty it. And literally it's just a little piece of grating down in there. So not much ash gets through it, but hey. I made this, which obviously, as you could tell, didn't take much. But it's just a piece of rebar, and that's just kind of to tend to the coals, keep it contained, pile on top of your workpiece, stuff like that. So I'm learning as I go. The knife that you saw here, again, guys, if you want to get to the EDC update, just skip past this. I know it's going to add a lot of time to the length of the video, but just skip past if you don't want to. I work at a school bus dealership, and this was an old stripped school bus lug nut, stud, wheel stud. What am I saying? It was a wheel stud, and it was, I think they're 7/8 diameter, so it was real big and chunky, and it was probably about that long. And I hammered it out. This was probably 4 to 6 hours worth of work to get it to where it is now, and it's going to be a knife eventually. I know that might seem like a lot of time just to get it to this point, but hey, I'm learning as I go. You can still see some of the threads in it. On top there's some threads, and you can actually see where the head all the way through. So probably making some people that do this for a living or are very good at forging and making knives, probably making you cringe a little because of the inclusions that are going to be in there and with the threads and everything. But it's all just practice for now. I'm not planning on selling anything for a little while, but that is that. And I might as well just set up and do the EDC update on the anvil or something. I'll move some of this stuff. Got an assortment of hammers. And I just put this on here. This is a shock bracket from a school bus where I work. I work in the body shop department, and this was one from an accident that got a little bent, so we replaced it. But I figured I'd mount it to the side here, and I have used it a couple times to get something real hot and then just bend it however you want. And I don't know, just an extra little work surface, lag bolted in there. And then I attached the anvil itself with 6-inch by 1/2-inch lags, which was very, very tough on my impact driver. But all right, so let's get to the EDC update. Over here, you guys are gonna get so mad. I made a little quench tank. This is an old RV jack. Just screwed it down, and then some canola oil. And this was where I had my first little anvil mounted to, and then that anvil broke, so I figured I'd just keep the stump around and use it for that so it doesn't tip over and spill. Alright, for real this time. EDC update for March 2018. Alrighty guys, so I hope this angle works out. If I like it, I'll keep it to show everything that I carry for the month, and maybe I'll do my EDC update videos out here. I don't know, let me know what you guys think down below. This is, I forgot to show, technically the third knife I made, but it's the first one I made all the way to the finish. So, just show that real quick. And I'll annotate when the video starts where to skip to when the actual EDC update begins, but there it is. And this is just part of a lawnmower blade. I just cut a little section off, and when sharpening it, it actually kind of reprofiled the tip, so it's not really even a tip. So I might take it back to the grinder and bring that down and give it more of a precise tip. But it is pretty damn sharp. I got it. I could probably try to, put a mirror polish on there and take it up to like 1500 grit or something. And then I screwed up and put it in too early when I was dyeing the leather sheath that I made for it, and it actually stained the wood. So I might have to sand that back down and recondition it and everything. But I think it's pretty cool. It's a little camp style. I left the hammer marks and some of the imperfections just as, kind of little aesthetics, gives it character. And then just hand polish the rest up to 1500 wet sanding. And yeah, that's that. So I'll try to keep the EDC update pretty quick just because of this big long intro, but just wanted to show you guys. All right, so first thing first, my phone is a Samsung Galaxy Note 8. That is my phone that I've had since probably August, and that is what I'm using to film with, so you obviously aren't going to see that. I'll just start with my watch. Casio G-Shock GD, or no, this is the 3221 GX56BB. It's the square-faced, all blacked out kind. Not solar, not kinetic or anything, but, or actually it is solar. I'm used to my old one. This one is fairly recent, but it's got little solar panels, but it's not kinetic, but yeah, I don't know, I like it. Again, the GX56BB. It's a little large, a little on the larger side, but I do love it. Just go right into my left pocket here. Zippo, classic, no design, nothing, and it is a 2015 with the Roman numerals. Hopefully my angles are correct and you guys can actually see stuff. But 2015 Zippo for fire. Flashlight for a long time now has been the Olight S2 baton. Love this thing. I think it's 950 lumens. Not too big. It's got the magnetic tail cap there. Just love it. Single 18650. Bunch of modes. You just hold down. Kind of scrolls through your brightnesses, and then strobe at 950, and then memory comes back to where you were. Absolutely love this. Definitely one of my all-time favorite EDC flashlights of all time. It's got homogeneous beam, which means basically there's no lens, no actual lens. It's just a little kind of orb-shaped curved dome bulb to it, which disperses the light super evenly. And there's like 0 hot spots, nice crisp edge. It's kind of more of like a flood style light. Knife, absolutely love this. This is going down as one of my all-time favorite EDC pocket knives of all time. It's the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. It took me so long to get one, and now that I have, I'm so glad I did. I got the OD green and black, which I absolutely love that color combo. Green and black on everything, even my pool stick case, my pool cue case is green and black. So I love green and black, and blacked out stuff. I don't know. I just, not to be tactical, I just like it. I don't know. Multi-tool. Got it on my side here. Leatherman rebar. Had this for a few years now. And I always go back to it. I go between this and the Juice, Leatherman Juice, most often, but for some reason I always find myself going back to this just because it's medium duty and it's just got so many more tools than the Juice. Minus the scissors, which I usually love to have scissors, but since I've been running this, I haven't really needed scissors. I guess I just need scissors when I carry them more often. But the case is, I forget which one this came with. This did not come with the rebar. I want to think maybe it came with the Wingman or something. But it's a nice, thin, low-profile, curved case. But I don't like thread-through stuff. I like to have clips on stuff. So I riveted this little Night Eyes clip just for easy on, easy off. And it's one of those ones that curves around and actually hooks on your belt. So just 2 little rivets. And yeah, I love that. Keys are pretty much the same. Favorite lanyard ever to be invented by humankind is the Travax Link. I believe they don't make them anymore, but man, I should have bought like 4 of them when they did make them. Absolutely love this lanyard. It's so, I mean, it takes no wear. It's thick, sturdy, and just awesome. It's got the quick disconnect, so you can buy just these and have different sets of keys and literally just pop it on, or just leave this hooked to your belt and pop your keys off and use them. It's just, this is the best lanyard I've ever purchased in my life. It swivels, really, really nice carabiner there. And then I just got my Chuck keys, USB drive, 16 gigabyte, that looks like a key. I just have stuff like, I have my resume, my military paperwork, my DD-214 and stuff like that. And then bunch of keys for the house and stuff. I got this Continue Mission, support veterans, you know, mental health, PTSD, to support veterans. The money goes to. I bought it off Blade HQ. It's just a little key tag because that is a very important issue that I don't think sometimes gets quite enough attention. Then it's the Through Night TO1, little single AAA keychain light. I forget the lumens on it. I want to say it's like 35 lumens or something, but probably wrong on that. Keys. Wallet, another Travax product. I've had this for 4 or 5 months now. It really broke in well. I don't think it's going to break in any more than this, really. It took a nice color. It was lighter color, and it's just a really unique design with the metal frame. It's got jimping on your wallet. Bottle opener, obviously this little hole you can attach to a chain or a Travax link or a keychain or anything, so it'd be a lot harder to steal. I usually just use that eyelet to hang it on my hook with my keys and then get my wallet and keys when I'm heading out the door. But it's got this one single snap that goes around, and then a little cash clip, and then that folds up, and it's literally just for cards and cash. So it's kind of a minimalist style. Yeah, just really love this wallet. Travax Element is what that one is called. Wow, that's it, except for gun. So firearm, as of lately, has been, gotta take it off. All right, so it's been the Ruger LCP. I was carrying my Glock 19, my Glock 43, P11, all that stuff, but I've just really been gravitating towards this because it's so tuckable. It's in a DeSantis holster. I forget what it's called. I really forget what it's called. I don't know. DeSantis, I guess that's the size 15. I think it was called the something tuck, but it's tuckable. You can wear a shirt, tuck it in over it. And then this is actually a concealment clip that your belt rides right here. That way when you draw, this loop, I don't know if you can see that, this loop catches on your belt. And then, so it's not a clip going over your belt, it's just this, so all you see is this little black rectangle. So it's even a little more concealed than a regular clip. And I like that it holds a slot for, or it has a slot for an extra magazine. And then, yeah, Ruger LCP in flat dark earth and black. And yeah, guys, that's it. Ruger LCP is 6+1, and it's 380 ACP. So I got 7, and then another 6 over here. So yeah, you got a mag change in there, and yeah, it's not 9mm or 40, but you know, the best gun is the one you always have on you. So as of lately, that has been the one on me the most. One thing, if you do look into getting this holster, is it did have, see this big leather disc here? They had another one on the other side sewn right there, so you could switch right to left, and you can rotate this and carry, you know, in the small of your back and everything. I usually just carry strong side, but that other leather disc, when you don't have the clip on it, really digs into you. So it was really uncomfortable. So I just cut the threads and pulled it off. I can always sew it back on if I need it or want it, but it's not that expensive of a holster. So I just left it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Sorry for the long ass intro about the forge and everything, but hey, if you stuck around, you know, look forward to more videos about blacksmithing and forging. I am working on, it's a really long video, so I'm working on it as I get to it. A video about how I made this antique grill forge. Just bought it down the street at an antique store, and it's really working out as a really cool forge, and got it for 25 bucks. So, and it was a couple hours of work, that was it, and you got a sweet forge. So yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and have a good one, dudes.